Doing things wrong, aren't I? Good evening. Now, to get that countdown off, I'm just using my B.live stream tonight rather than adding in the eCam. So at least I am here. It has been a long day, a long day. Now, what I'm wanting to do as well, because I know that one's going to probably not be there for a while, just going to switch my cameras around to the one on the table so that hopefully you can see it shortly when I bring it up to the screen, which I haven't yet. Good evening, Michaela. Lovely to have you here. Fun and frolicking begins. Well, it does. And I'm still not sure, can I actually add in the iPad? And this is where I'm not, I think with the eCam, at least I know that I can. And I'll hide that. I'm just pressing buttons again. As you know, me and buttons. Oh, I love them. I like playing around with them. I do. Now, I don't think I can just add in my iPad. I can't. It's not going to come in. So what I need to do is actually load up my eCam. I will give it a go. Nah, can't be bothered. It's been a long day. So, and a warm day. Have you been feeling warmer tonight? It's been lovely here, or through the day today. Even though I've been in the office, in front of a screen all day. G'day, Pauline. David and Pauline, lovely to have you here. We've got Michaela. Don't know that one. No. Ecamm's just another live streaming platform. And I'm actually wearing the Stop Dreaming, Start Streaming Ecamm fan because I've been using Ecamm for a couple of years now. And I managed to get I don't know, I was on a webinar or a live stream or something and I won it as a prize. So I'm happy to wear it because it's a very good program. I just can't be, it's not needed tonight. What I am going to do, though, here with B.live, they've got some wonderful little extras that occasionally pop up, like here's the sticky notes. And that's just some stuff that I was doing for a, you can add as many sticky notes all over the screen if you like, but for a training type video. So, and there's a thermometer, so I presume that that's probably what the temperature is. I don't know. We don't work in Fahrenheit here, we work in Celsius. The days in quarantine is still sitting there, which I don't know why that's still there. The countdown you saw, there's some snowfall. There's so many different types of things that are added in all the time, and these are the latest two. That snake that is working its way around, that's relevant to how many comments are coming in from those various streams. So you can see this is going to my YouTube channel. It's going to my Boundy profile, my Boundy page, mytimetv.live, and Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page. So there's 5 destinations, and all of these comments are coming in from each of those in number. So that as we get further and further along, it's going to actually snake around longer and longer, like a Roomba line. And it's quite fun to watch it. I know I used it for the first time last week. G'day, Bridget. And it got quite long going around. It'd be lovely to have the goal of the whole screen filled up with those comments. So share around with your family, friends or whatever to join in with the live streams on any of those 5 destinations. Sign up. What's the thing called for the YouTube? Subscribe. It's subscribe on the YouTube channel. You just search for @Boundy or whatever it is, Boundy on YouTube, and you'll find it with my little face. And same deal with Facebook too, really. Search for Boundy, you'll see it. If you're wanting to go on one of the others, or ask your friends to do that, do the search. And hi, Bridget, you are new here, are you? It's good to see you though. And we've got Alison here. Good evening. And Dana. Oh, hello. Am I safe where I'm living, and will I get better psychologically? Well, I'm getting a yes straight off the top of my head. I think as far as Psychologically, that's something that really the delving into inner self can sometimes give us confusion, but also a heck of a lot more clarity. It depends who you've got helping you, guiding you along in that journey too, because it can be a bit of an interesting pathway, can't it? Oh, and because it's Friday evening, of course, I did decide to pour myself a gin and tonic. So this one, as you can see, it's got a slightly pink colour because this one is actually the rhubarb and something flavour, which I forgot. I should really bring the bottle in so that you can see the actual brand and the other flavour that I keep forgetting. It's absolutely delicious. Mm. Except because it's got ice in it, it drips all over my leg. I should really wrap it in a little nappy, shouldn't I? There you go. Yes, Diana, G&T. And it is, it's very nice. Yeah, enjoy. This is the first one. It's all I'll have too. So it is one that's a rhubarb flavour, whatever the brand is. And the rhubarb, yum, it is, as far as a flavour for this, for the gents. It's superb. So, I was just trying to think, was there a subject I was going to chat about? I forgot to do the invite. I'm not sure that Leanne's actually going to be able to pop in. I think she's got I'll just do a copy and a paste over to her. Whoa, something went funny there. I want to open that so that I can get to the messenger to pop it into her messenger messages. And here we go. I'll just do that now so that just in case she can. Like anything, Facebook comes up with do this, do that, and etc. And that switching thing that really irritates the heck out of me, honestly. I really don't like it. But that's where it's at, isn't it? So, that went into her page. Oh, look, that's all right. If she can manage it from there, that's fine. So what have you guys been doing through the last week? What have you got planned coming up for tomorrow? Pink lemonade is nice, is it? I don't know if I've had pink lemonade, but I mean, you can make out it's lemonade if you want to. And here I have just found a flannel that I'm going to sit on the bottom so I don't trip on myself. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, it is so nice. So what have you been doing in the last week? Whoops, I already put that one up, didn't I? And Jeanette. So I'll be getting to the cards in a sec. So lovely to have you here though, Jeanette. See if we can get more and more around that snake as we move it around. So how does the future look for the next couple of months? I'm actually going to start doing the cards now. And when it finishes that I've got to the end of the list, well, that's when the show finishes, isn't it? So working tomorrow and Sunday. Oh, at least it's income, isn't it? So I suppose that's one bonus of it. Now we're going to start here with Michaela. And what I'll do is bring the cards in. I'm going to do it a bit more like this tonight. It is the fairy tale deck that I've got. And the thing is, I've also not got backup lighting. It's only that's at the window. So if it gets too dark, well, we won't see the cards as well, will we? So it's a fairy tale Lenormand deck, and it's Lisa Hunt is the artist, and they're written by Arwen Lynch. So I think that's more the guidebook. So I'll just pop that there. And for you, I've shuffled them already with the intention that the person who is next in line from the deck will be the next one to get the next card. You know what I mean? And I'm going to do it this way. So here we go. We've got the pile on the left that is what's been done, and there is the cards, and there is that. Now that looks nice and tidy, doesn't it? So Michaela, for you, what I'm feeling and sensing for your energies at the moment for the week coming is pretty much being able to communicate in a much different way, because the snake, even though we a lot of the time feel like the snake is, the snake in the grass, be wary, watch where you step. And especially with this beautiful warm day today, where I am, it was about 28 as far as a maximum, I'm pretty sure, at Port Elliot, South Australia. I know, only 4 hours further north, and it was about 35, I think, 30 something. a lot hotter, a lot hotter. And I'm sort of thinking, well, I'm glad I'm living here because I don't like the heat. But this is when we are going to be starting to see the snakes coming out and about. Now, even though this is a cobra and they sit up nice and straight like that, ready for, is it always for the attack? Or is this one just having a chat with his din-dins? Or just having a chat because it's got no interest in having anything to eat at the moment. I think it's having that awareness, alertness, and readiness to be whatever it is you need to be in a position of and ready for what's next there, Michaela. So through your next week. So sit up if you need to look around at what the world's got for you, or bring it into just seeing and connecting with something specific for a period of time until that then needs to pass into being something else as a purpose. And it could be that after a bit of talking and chatting away to whoever you're chatting to, you don't need to stay connected all the time. It is that time to turn around, turn away, and go on to the next thing that you're needing to do. That's what I'm feeling around that. And it is okay to leave it. You don't have to, because the expectation is that we have to behave a particular way all the time. It's not always what we have to choose. We can have our choice. In this sense, you can, they're depicted as being in the baskets and the rest and brought out ready for display type of thing as far as a cobra. But in the wild, I'm sure that at any point in time when it's the ready time to eat, you will. When it's the ready time to chat, you will. All of that. Have that sense of what is next. Okay, now I'm not too sure if you've actually got a comment further down. I'll just have a look because the comments are starting to come in fairly quickly, and there is a few more on the snake. So here's yours, David. Pauline, I think it is Pauline who's joining us. Oh, yay, you've got the good luck card. So Clover, for the next week, it really is your sense of being in touch with that is good luck. It's not always that it's something that just plops in your lap. It can be those instances where you're actually able to see what is the good fortune in what you have around you, in that the scenario of you might get a windfall as far as a winnings, or you might be in a position that you can help someone that really is just needing that lift, and you're able to pass that on. It's almost like a paying it forward is what I'm feeling. But even, here we've got this gorgeous little fairy hiding under them. Go looking for it too if you feel that you need to. It's sensing that energy around you. Have an adventure and explore around and about. I know at school when we were kids, we used to go looking for the four-leaf clover. You'd spend hours on the oval, belly down, looking through the clovers. It was fun. So I'm feeling that sense of fun for you, and it definitely is good luck coming up for you in this coming week. Okay. So there you go, David. Pauline, sorry. Diane, I'm pretty sure you had a request for a card too. I'm just going to have a looky, see if there was anything that you wanted to know specifically. Oh, Rockabilly Festival for you tomorrow. Oh, you don't know if you'll go. Let's see what the card's going to say for you. Should you go to the Rockabilly Festival? Oh, it looks like a bit of a challenge for you. So is it a challenge to actually go to it? And let me see. I've got Diane here. I'm just trying to find if you have actually put in any type of a comment there extra. True, Rosa. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't know. There you go. So, right, what we've got in this, you can see the pathway that's on the wonderful, well, it almost looks like, hedges, heather. It almost does look a bit British, but I don't know. There is hidden things as you're walking through on this pathway in this mountain. Oh, there you go. It could be that. Where's that place in the US that's got those? Is it Mount Rushmore or something with those president faces or something like that? It's somewhere that there is significance in what has been created from man-made efforts. But it's also that natural sense of what the actual scenario is through the natural realm of the mountain itself. that, as I'm looking at that in my screen, it almost looks like an ear or a helmet or something like that. Let's pick it up because I'll show it to you closer, because it's actually a face. There we go. Let's have a looky-see. Oh, look at all the faces. There is certainly someone watching. It looks like so many spirits and the realms of that are watching over you. Look at all of those faces. But I do sense that in difficulties or something that is a challenge, that you're going to have that assistance as you decide if you want to have that sort of a help. So certainly tap into that when you're deciding, oh, do you bother to go to the rockabilly, or make the effort and you'll find that you really are going to enjoy it. Right. So hear from you, Chantel. Hi, and how are you? So I can't see any other further comment yet. There we go. So, and you don't have to make more than one comment. I'll still get through it. My way of doing this is I start from the top and I work down the list. Okay, so when you're in here first, put your notifications on. Certainly when you share it, let people know, do the like and the subscribe and the notifications and that. And when you're in on a Friday night and you're first in, you get the first reading. Here we go. The book for you, Chantel. Isn't it glorious? And because this is the fairy tale Lenormand, it is looking very elaborate and fantastical, really, of what you can create from this book. Let's have a look at it a bit closer if the camera focuses. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Look at all those beautiful characters, symbols, all the potential, all the possibilities in this story, and how it's spreading and really melding with that is around it. So I'm feeling that what you're needing to do is really immerse yourself in the world of fantasy and really set your own imagination and intentions going wild, as if there is no boundary, so that you can really create forward for yourself what you actually want your life to look like coming up, that you can actually put those thoughts into action toward your reality. Doesn't mean that just because you're imagining it or thinking all the possibilities that it's not going to come true. Put that thought into it as if it is, and you never know what will be. So that's what you're needing to step into there, Chantel. So now we've got Bridget next. You said you're hello, and then you're new. So, and it's nice to see. I'll put it up here, then I'm not going to lose my place with Alison next. So, Bridget, your card is this one. So here we go. You've got the fox. Now, this fox isn't the sly, wily, looking like he's trying to pick up some evil. What he's doing is not like we actually have foxes standing up, but I dare say they probably can. But he's traveling. He's planning well. He's got some provisions with him. Oh, come on, camera focus. But look what's right next to him, a little face on the tree. Isn't it gorgeous? So there's companionship. There's always going to be that support of something. The trees are living beings in their own way. And look at the other faces on these trees. They look a bit interesting. But you're seeing what I'm seeing as far as this goes. It's we're never alone. We are going to be, and this fox is smiling. It just looks like so much around and about us when we're not really expecting it. To be able to be available, to chat to even if it's just yourself, the me, myself and I, that sort of staff meeting. Had many of them myself over time. So with this, tap into your own inner energies. That is the wisdom within the mind and what your thoughts are and the creativity, and look forward with that beautiful smile that, like this fox has got, as to what is coming next, that it's got a really happy and expectant look about it. And with this little face that's in this tree, it's almost to say, yeah, like, let's get going. We can guide you through this forest and do this and do that. And what about this and that? And it's also got the provisions as we go along. He's packed a little bag, or whatever you call it, one of them things, and yet the forest itself is providing fungi that he could eat if he really wanted to. I don't know whether a fox would or not, but we know for ourselves that there is sustenance in this as he's moving along, of the mental as well as the physical and probably the spiritual. So take that for you as that symbolism, that you can, be a bit prepared of what you want to be doing moving forward. And, pack a little bag, but also know that there is the resources as you're moving forward, and the companionship and interaction with spirit and friends, family, all that, whatever you decide. Okay, so Alison, you're next. Here we go. And we've got the moon. Oh, isn't that a nice, calming? It's almost like the mystical. It's almost like, and it's not, oh, look at that face in there. Well, that almost looks like, fairy little creatures. Possums? Mice? They're rather cute. I don't think that house in the distance looks all that scary, but then as you're seeing as we're looking at this, have a look at what seems to be coming up, that they're moving around the coil of what could be some sort of a reptile or snake. There's an eye in there. Oh, how intriguing. And there is little scary skulls and stuff like that. So for this, the moon is that is underground, that is the shadows, that we need to bring forward and reveal so that it can be healed, so that it can be cleared and cleansed, and all those things that we need to bring forward for the nurturing and cleansing. That's what I'm feeling for you, Alison. So if things are looking and feeling a little dark, bring them up to the surface, and really acknowledging if you're feeling a bit shitty about something because you're not quite sure how to put the finger on it, just allow it to flow through, move through, keep moving through on that pathway, and it will be revealed. The moonlight will shine forward onto whatever it is that needs to be cleared for you, and say thank you. That's what I'm getting for you. Say that thank you. So thank you for being here, Alison. Now, Dana, I have already answered yes to what you'd asked there. So I'm just going to pull a card for that one to accompany it. And you've got the young lady. So this one, it does have that feeling of a Cinderella, doesn't it? But there's just a little more to it. We've got that dove that's present in here, and all these lovely birds, and they have that feeling of freedom and being able to fly free. And I think that's where the connection is. Although Cinderella cinders, whatever the story is on this one, I haven't read the cards either. I haven't read the guidebook. So for me, the feeling is being set free. So I think really it is follow your heart, follow where these are showing you the way for that feeling better psychologically. It's tapping into how it is that feelings and that inner soul and the essence of it. Feed what is the good, the best pathway you want to fly them to show you the way with too. It feels good. It does feel good. Now, so for that, Diane's saying the GNT now. I think I've done all of those once. And we're up to Jeanette here. So I'm just going to flick down to see if there's any other comments after I've read the few that were there. And I'll get up to wherever we go, won't it? Don't think there's some thank yous. So thank you so much. I really love doing this. So I love sharing it with you. Okay, here we are with Jeanette's. So your card, Jeanette. How does the future look for the next couple of months? Oh, that's stretching it a bit. I only do these with the energy feeding us into the next week, really. But if you want to feel this into the next couple of months, there's certainly the support and magic of having that gentleman companion with you. So I'm feeling that there is going to be that need. It is feeling like a need to actually, why is there that need to, and I'm getting phrases like rely on a man. I think it's just a partnership that is needed. It's more of joining together as like the even ground, like the and I won't say equality because we are biologically different, but I think it really is that meeting of minds on that more of a you see, cooperative's a word that's coming up more on a co something. There's a co word in there, and I'm not even sure what they're trying to tell me. There is a co word, so that's something for you that you can explore. What does CO mean for you? I don't even know what that is on the chemical whatever thing table that's around and about. Is that a chemical table, physics, whatever? I didn't do that science at school, and it was too long ago to remember anyway. So bring it, and it could be also for you to be tapping into your masculine side in those moments where you need to, through the week and the coming months, to standing your ground and actually being strong. Doesn't mean you have to be aggressive or anything, or the masculine and all that we perceive as manly. It's not that. I think it is more that and operation at the cooperation. It's not quite the word, but there's something to do with a co. So you might be able to tap into that as you're connecting with your spirit guides through the next months. Okay. There is something of significance in that for you. So, Bridget, I did do it. Now, did I pop that up when you did mention it? I think I did. So you're working tomorrow and Sunday. So, and Michaela, you're working tomorrow and take a break from fussing. Oh, working, and tomorrow I will take a break from fussing. Okay, good. Now I'm just going to put this here because I actually do want to have a little slurp of my gin. Oh, I won't slurp. I'll try not to. But I have is it called a sip, to be genteel? Oh, yeah, it's still dripping. And I got the flannel. See? Got it. Yeah. Oh, obviously I don't do it often enough. So have you decided if you'll go yet or not? And Alison, you've been through so much heartbreak. Are things going to pick up for Christmas in 2023? I can't remember what the card was, but fit that question into what the card was that you received. Because it takes a lot of time to shift down this list and read the card at the same time. So I just read it as it comes in. So there you go. And you must have hit that return key before it finished. And David, oh yeah, I've already done your card, haven't I? Because that was further up. Because I remember the long handle that you've got there, which is fine. It's lovely to be able to be on these types of technology, and that it does work most of the time. I was trying to think of the word for that too. So, Bridget, you've had your reading there. Because I have already explained the way that I do it. The earlier you come into my show, like this one on a Friday night, the closer you are to the top of the list, you've got more chance of having a reading. So, and I don't do a great deal of chatter when it's just me. When it's Leanne and I, it can get a little bit fun. It actually is fun, isn't it? So Joe Lister, where are you? She's not far behind you. Did I do your reading, Diane? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, pretty sure. So Bridget, there you go. And Joe, may I have a car, please, Roz? Oh, a car's a little bit of a stretch, but I can do you a card. and there's Joe saying I'm underneath you, Diane. Oh, that is so fun. And here we go. Diane's even mentioning the car. So you own a car. Why are you asking Roz for a car? That's just so funny, isn't it? So here we go. I'll just come here to the car because then I won't lose track because there is K in between. So here we go. I'm hoping the light lasts out there because otherwise I'm just relying on the light on above my desk. Lilies. Oh, what a lovely car for you to have. There you go. Who needs a car when you can actually float around on this beautiful pond? And here's the Prince Charming. Oh, look at that. I think Prince Charming's looking at his Princess Charming. or Queen Charming. Which way do you look at it when it's a prince? Prince, it'd have to be a princess, wouldn't it? It's a beautiful card, and it is actually bringing together that is all that has gone before as far as the lilies. It's about the ancestry and about the, the genetic pool, the things that we've brought into where we are right now, and being able to rest comfortably in that energy of who we are. And this is what we're doing here. And you can even see with this one, as you look at this, that there almost looks like the lily pad itself is a frog with a tiny little mouth open there. There's all sorts of possibilities of how many connections have we in our lineage of genetics and ancestry and all of that. So I think really what it's letting you know is you are perfect as you are. And it's that connection of partnership with your partner and your family that you've maybe created that's moving forward, and just resting in that. I think it's actually time for you to rest and have some peace and quiet there, Joe. That's what I'm feeling from that one. And Bridget, it's very cold there in England. Well, it was very warm today. It's been the first warm day for a lot of weeks. We've had a lot of rain, and it's supposed to be spring. We're coming up to the end of our spring. Have we had any? It almost feels like no. It's been like an extension of winter for the whole length. But anyway, it is starting to come into the warm weather. I hope you're not getting too cold there, though. Now, Kay, good evening, and to everyone. Here we go for a card for you. I do like it when there's that row of beautiful coloured hearts. I think they're gorgeous. The ship for you from this deck. Oh, isn't it such a happy dragon? I love it, dragon boat. But it's the ship card. So are you planning on going for a holiday? There's the beautiful detail from this. I just love these cards. It's got the goose and a cat on it. I can hear my ice cracking as it's melting in my G&T. And look at what's in the water. What is it? It almost looks like a swan or a duck beneath the waves in some sense. Oh, what's that one? Is that a falcor like from the Never-Ending Story? This one here. There's so much. Oh, missed it there. There's so much of tiny detail in these cards. I just love looking at them. There's something new every time as you see them. It's beautiful colours. It's got a gorgeous energy. It really has that sense of fantastical adventure. Spend some time. If you can't go or plan a holiday physically to somewhere, read some wonderful books that take you on that inner world of fantasy. That's what I'm feeling. It is about being able to move your energies fairly freely. This does have rowing arms, but ships really are about that ease of movement, being able to, well, move around easily. So change your direction. If you're finding something's not quite right, change your direction and choose a new course if that's the case. So that's the ship for you there, Kay. And for everyone too, hope things are moving forward really well as we are coming closer to the Christmas period, holiday times, and all of that are for, around this time of year. Now, what are we moving into now? Oh, aren't they gorgeous too? Oh, thank you, Bridget. That's lovely. Yeah, and you noticed. You did notice it, Joe. You didn't put the D on the card, but gee, if you want a car, wish as much as you like, and it might come forward for you. And there's another little row of emojis. So thank you from Michaela as well. She's put some as well. I just love that. We really do have, from the times where we first started to have technology and in the way of computers. Phones would have been a big deal back when even the dial phone, when the technology started in that sense too. But from the time where I was typing in programs, buy a keyboard. I had to type them into my little micro-B computer way back. Yeah, that's nearly 40. It is 40 years ago. And if something didn't work, you had to check where the one error was before anything had worked. Really interesting how far we've come with how our technology works now, isn't it? And Diane was responding, yes, it's true, you wouldn't know. Exactly. So there we go, Kay. Yes, the snake is new in the B.Live. You can't see it myself. You can't see myself on it. Well, it should be. Yes, you are. You look, you're fifth from the end. So you are there on it. Every single one of you who's made a comment in this stream should be on it. And it's the first time here, Christine. So do you see me working along? Now that's interesting. Let's see what the next card's holding, because you are in the line for the next one. And it is the dog. I think it depends. Oh, look at that. There we've got elephants. And I'm getting a message of yes. And it does depend. Do you want to? You can have the choice. You can make the choice yourself. Oh, look at the different creatures there. The elephant and the elephant's trunk that's the dog is actually reaching to, or is the elephant reaching to the dog? The beautiful faces, the hidden faces in there, which aren't focusing. The bowl of water, it's a gorgeous bowl too, so I'm going to hold it there till it does focus. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, look at the little faces in the rocks. Oh, so cute. And there's some lilies. That a beautiful set of cards, they really are. And here we've got a beautiful bottle of medicine or some sort of, it just looks like whatever you want to create it into being. So for you, working long, I think for as long as you decide that you want to be faithful to what you're working at and you're enjoying it and you love what you do, go for it. I think that when it's time, because the elephant is a longevity type of a creature, and their memory is long, and it's whatever you want to create from this, as far as what's the message you're getting from it. As long as you're enjoying and loving what you're doing with your work, yes, go for it. But I think when you feel the right sense of timing for you, do move on or retire. It's whatever you feel is up to you. Okay. Now, I'm going to let's have a look. Oh, beautiful butterflies. Now, Chris, I haven't seen your name or your avatar on here before. So, Christy Quast, I don't know that that's a tag that she's going to see unless she's in whichever page you are, because I'm not too sure how the pages work. This is where I'm a bit ignorant around how Facebook does do some of these things. So let me just have another sip of my G&T because I feel like it. Oh, that is just so nice. Because I'm talking all the time, it gets a bit dry in the mouth. So I do need to keep hydrated, of course. So your card. So for you, Chris, what we've got is the gentleman. So this is, in this deck, it has two gentlemen, two ladies. So you've got the gentleman that really comes across more as a hard worker, but also connected spiritually to that strength of the tiger. So in whatever this gentleman is doing, he has that strength, he has the power, he has the ability and skills to actually defend and be proactive in whatever he's doing, especially it feels to me like the work arena as a success, because there is what looks like, fields of, I don't know whether it's rice or wheat or what. It looks like it's harvesting something that's for, provision for family and that strength of it. And here it looks like it's almost water, like a river or pond, where there's the possibility of fishing. And that could be a net on the end or spikes to do the fishing. It's an abundance. It feels like this gentleman is able to provide and create abundance. So I think for you, feel the energy of the masculine around you and connect in with those men around you who you know as family and friends, and really know that there is that support and ability to really have enough or more even. So it feels good to me, the energy around that. So wonderful. And wow, the faces, thanks, Roz. Interesting card. So yes, they are. They're just really good. And am I going to be happy again, Bridget? Yeah. Yeah, and I can't remember what card it was that you had. And Chantel saying thank you as well. So thank you from Bridget. Yep. And there's Pauline saying, yes, thank you. Looking forward to a week of good luck. You were the lucky one with the clover, weren't you? And a happy Thanksgiving. So, Christine, are you actually in the US and celebrate the Thanksgiving? I know so much of what we experience in the West now is heavily influenced by US customs, American customs, and the rest. And it's got a lot to do with the media and the technology that we've got, because it's so instant and it's so all over the world, of course. It's so global. And we're going to have that sort of influence come up, aren't we? So here we are with Angela saying, well, I'll win on the 23rd of December. I actually get yes. But what are you aiming to win? Is there really a need to have a decisive win or not win? And I'm just sensing the feeling that, it actually doesn't matter. So, in whatever way that you're framing it, I do think even if it's not what you expect, you're still winning. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Now, did I do a card for you? Not yet. Let's go for a card. So here you go, Angela, and it's the house. So it's home. Isn't that gorgeous? And I said almost looks like the little gingerbread one of Hansel and Gretel, because this is a fairy tale card deck for the Lenormand. So, actually, I don't think I ate a full tea, so because I was a bit late, so I'm probably feeling a bit peckish, and this has started my taste buds going, even though it's not a gingerbread house, but it reminds me of that. Isn't it just one of those cottage garden-y type, woodsy, wonderful fairy tale houses? So I'm feeling that energy of be at home in whatever situation you are. Feel that sense of security and coming to home, coming back to home, being at home, having that as your focus. It's going to be that for you over the next week at least anyway. So what do you want in moving forward? You're asking, will I win? Well, yes, you will. And feel that sense. I'm trying to get it to focus on the front door. I'm just wanting to see, is there any detail? Have a look at that. No, there's not the faces. Oh, there sort of is in the tree a little bit. Feel welcomed and welcoming within your own space. So that's what I'm feeling there. It feels good. Okay, thank you. And that was lovely from Bridget. And Christine, I know that you just had that. So now that wasn't that card. What did you have? You had this one, the gentleman. So moving into your apartment soon and when, I think you're going to have that help to be able to do that. I am seeing that you are. The when, I don't give timelines. I think it's just when things happen is the perfect timing. So for me, I don't like, I probably could get out one of my timing dices and stuff, but it's just too much to fit into what is a short space of time for everyone to get a chance here. So just expect, yes, you will be, and it will be soon, and you're going to have those gentlemen around to actually be helpful and shifting stuff. So Alison's saying as a feedback, it does make so much sense, especially with the last 2 months that have been so hard. And yes, it's not so scary, but it feels worse than it is. I think sometimes when we really have time to think about things, we can beef them up. The mountain out of a molehill type energy, it does grow itself, because we haven't got any gauge of when to stop sometimes, because it can feel scary. But look, it's good. And Joe, yeah, hi Ross, you're here too. Yes. That's it. Yeah, co-creation probably, Michaela. Yeah, that's a good one. I know there was co in it, so yes. There we go. And sorry, it's going quick. Yes, the snake or time. So there we go. Now, Linda, good evening to you. So anything for you? Here we go, and I am starting to lose light from the outside. You've got the bear card, trying to find that. The dogs are barking because there's someone walking past, and they'll soon be able to see into here because I've got a light glowing. But beautiful card, because this bear doesn't look scary like you'd expect a grizzly or brown bear, black bear, whatever they have in their US. But have a look at the other energies that are being shared with the girls in this one. It really is a nurturing, motherly type of bear energy here. It's that gorgeous, you can imagine the polar bears playing with their cubs and rolling down the snow and things like that. And this one, you can see all the other little energies that are in the trees on the bear's face. It's that really wonderful, and it's a feminine energy there. I'm feeling it more as a feminine on the face of the bear and the girl. So it really does feel like that nurturing, a motherly type of card. And the trees with their, who knows what else. There's plenty in the way that the fungi are on the trees and that provision again, but it's more like the hunter-gatherer, the men being the hunters, the women being the gatherers. I think this is a bit of a depiction of that too, and how lush and beautiful it is. Absolutely, in its natural state. I love that. So for you there, Linda, I think that's really reminding you to nurture self, nurture those around you, and take care of self, and do the things that really do bring into your space that sense of beauty and care, self-care, but care of others as well. It's a loving card, the way that there is that feeling of hugs almost. So that's what I'm feeling for you into the next week. Bring that energy in a beautiful, love-centered way. So, and Michaela's saying, I might spend tomorrow fussing. Don't know, your daughter would say so. Okay, there you go. And Michaela, hand up for a car as well. You gladly take one? I don't have that much money, but anyway, that's all right. Like a frog, yeah. It is like a frog, wasn't it, that card? So thank you again from Bridget and from Joe. So thank you, Roz. I'll take it on board. Look, anything that comes out of my mouth, it is spirit connected, and it's whatever the ramblings are. But add into it what you're sensing and receiving from spirit yourselves as well. It's not just my word about what these cards are. It really is you tapping in and sensing what you're receiving. You know best what is your life situation and how it's being spoken to you in those messages, in whatever way. Mine's only a guiding word or two or three or four, whatever. So there you go. So here we go with Deborah. Will I find a life partner? I think you'll probably have more friends and a partner. Let's have a look. Anchor in. Set your intentions. Ground it. Not as in grinding like a mortar and pestle, but ground it by really placing your feet on the ground and standing your ground and saying, yes, I do want to find a life partner, and really behave, be you, so that you can have that you desire. So that's the behave, be, have, and walk into that energy. Or swim. In this case, what we have is the more aquatic sense, the watery sense of an anchor, and the beautiful images that are there. These are all in their natural environment, and look at what little energies in the faces and everything's been drawn. It's just so much. I love that one. I'm just seeing that. See that? Oh, and now it's gone out of focus, but have a look there in a sec when it focuses. It just looks like it's, an underwater dog with that unconditional loving look towards another creature there, in the form of a hermit crab or something. I love it. And there's a treasure chest there. So, yes, look for the treasures in life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a partner straight away, but certainly be you and have that intention that you're moving forward with, the energies of attraction. That's beautiful. I do feel that you will. So, but you need to be who you are to do that. And so you're so lonely. Look, lonely is just a place and a space that is connected to an emotion. Emotions can sometimes be that that is, it's just it's a little different from feeling. How are you feeling about your life in general? That could be more the thing of the positivities of what life has for you, rather than looking at the negatives or feeling the negatives. Turn it around so that you can actually feel that energy flow in a different perspective. So yes. Now where did I get that? That's there. Okay. Lee. Lee. Oh, Lee, give some good news around the house. You're having dramas. Oh God, again, still. Oh goodness, let's see what the card has for you. Oh, mice. Oh, something somewhere is stealing the energy. There's plenty of things happening. There's plenty of resources. The mice is a card of, it's how do you feel about mice? Have a look at how playful they are, though, and there is plenty there that they're diving into and gutsing themselves on and playing around. So there is plenty coming up. So I would look to, yes, that this looks untidy and messy, and we know, yes, your house is in that condition that you can't move in yet. It's coming. It is coming. So just feel that flow of breathe through it. Yes, it's difficult at the moment, but it's going to get better. It will. Have that intention. Know it's going to get better. There is plenty going to be happening around getting things fixed up and everything. All that resource is happening, and you'll be able to move in very, very shortly. So that's what I'm feeling around it. You know that I've been positive about this all along. So tap into that energy of positivity. And you've been doing so wonderfully too as you've moved along and about to move in. Oh, it's been so hard. So thank you from Christine. And Sandra's here as well. That's just my iPad going off. So someone sent a message. Oh, it could be Leanne. I don't know. Let me just check. Yeah. Yeah. Late. Jerry gone home today. Jerry gone. I don't know what that means, but I know that she's got tomorrow out and about for readings over the weekend. I think at the Adelaide Jail. I think that's tomorrow. Not sure what Gerringong home today. Yeah. You might have to spell that one out, Leanne, if you're watching, but you're probably not. I don't know. There we go. So for Sandra, the fish, their abundance. Have a look at the way that this moves around too as we try to focus it. It's a genie on there, flying carpet almost. And look at the energy that it's flowing on. I think it's gorgeous. It's just stretching and moving wherever it needs to go. Have a look at that and feel that flow, that abundance moving through in your week. Oh, I wish this would focus better. The ships and the travel, well, they look like ships, don't they, on the other side of the stream or in that mist, and the beautiful abundance and speed. That, well, are they going fast or are they going slow? Catch them as they go past and you'll be in your full abundance. And look at that guiding light that's showing the way. I think it's wonderful. A very nice card. So there you go, Sandra. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely, lovely. And Angela, yeah, beautiful. Oh, beautiful house on the Gold Coast. So it is a raffle type thing. Well, you never know, do you? My dogs are barking again. So I don't know if it's schoolies week or something down here. There seems to be a lot of younger people around. I haven't taken much notice of that sort of thing because I'm out of that age group. It doesn't bother me. And Kellyanne, hello. Will Em and I be in a relationship soon? I'm feeling yes, but let's see what's happening. Oh, a tower. Almost feels like that's going to be a great foundation. So certainly connect with what you're feeling around your relationship. Is it something you really want as well? Because sometimes we do need to be careful what we wish for, is what I'm feeling around this. But here we are with the tower and what you see in this one, because remember, this is fairy tale stuff there. We've got the wonderful depiction there of, it's almost like Rapunzel with the long hair, isn't it? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair, or whatever it is. So maybe that's what you're needing to be doing, is actually putting out that invitation in a more real and solid way. There it is, the hair to climb up to connect. So I think there is that possibility. Be sure of what you are wishing for, and it can be on that wonderful foundation of a tear. Now, this one almost looks like it's really out on the edge. Who knows? Who knows how long it will be before that tumbles? But make sure that you are actually building on the more solid ground rather than that on the edge. So that's probably another piece of the warning. Okay, now Viv, good evening. You'd like some insight till the end of the year. Well, I don't do them that far off. These really are only just for what I feel is the week. So let's have a look. And it's nearly close to the end of the hour. So, wow. And here we go with the beautiful, more mature woman, the lady, compared to what the Cinderella card was. But it brings forward that is a little more queenly. And I'm feeling that there is that time now for you to step into that energy of being more in, I'm getting the word goddess. So I think that probably is with a bit of inner reflection that you'll see and start to sense that queenly goddess energy that is within you, that you are bringing forward in a more real way. I'm sensing more femininity around what you're stepping into as well. So tizzy it up over the next week to, not press and prim and on all sorts of fairy type femininity. It's more around accepting that, not accepting even, it's that there feels to be more creativity and stepping into that is a more genuine, I can't quite find the words, a more genuineness around being a woman. So whatever that means for you, step into exploring that more and opening up that is your goddess nature, that is the divinity in self. It's almost like a sovereignty of the soul. So that's what I'm feeling around that one. So really beef it up. So bring that forward, and who knows what's going to be that wonderful completion to the year for you. And Kay, you're saying still doing the mini readings. You're back in hospital again next month. Hope no more bad news. I'm still doing readings. I just fit them in around what my new part-time work is, because that's a half day, 2 full days. I've got evenings and other days as well, because it is all online. So certainly, and I might just type that in here as far as the other website. Got to think what it is. So that might be an okay one, or no, I won't put 2 in, otherwise Facebook might be cranky. I don't know some of the rules, and then they don't show people what you're doing and all sorts of stuff. Now, I'm going to, good evening, Kerry Ann. I'm going to leave this one as the last one for a card. You're not too late. You just made the grade. So here we go. You've got the birds. Oh, look at that beautiful tail on that bird. What other birds have we in here? Turkey, owl. Oh, I can see the owl straight away there, isn't it? That's an owl. And we've got peacock. Is there a peacock? I don't know, the blackbird in the front. I wish these cameras would stay focus quicker. Is that it's not a lyrebird, is it? Because I doubt that these are Australian, and lyrebird's an Australian bird, isn't it? Let me go up close, see how easily. There, that's a bit better. Yep, I can see the owl. There's some gorgeous other birds. It's about communication, Kerry Ann. So really tap into how you are communicating with others. Beautiful parrots. Very nice card, a very nice card. And, have the awareness around how you're speaking, and also that what you're doing, as well as allowing that listening part as well. Sometimes when we communicate, we actually forget to listen too. We're already thinking of what we want to say next before we've actually heard what we need to be listening for. We need to listen more deeply. So, and I think that could be something that for you is the message, is that interaction with others in talking more, being able to get your voice out and listen to what they have to say. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Now, this one here. Sandra, you've got, what was it? Can you please see anything good coming up for you? Now, I don't know if I did get, yes, I did do a card for you. So was it a good card for that? And you always knew as you as a guideline, yeah. So thank you so much for being here. Now, you've commented, you can see Leanne on the snake. Leanne is on the snake because in hers, that's her page icon. Because for Leanne's page, because I'm one of her admins or whatever you call it, as her page, it comes in because it's one of those things that's an automatic pinned message that comes in as I've got her on my streaming too. So that's why that's automatic and showing up there. Don't think mine, yeah, mine has done it. So that one where you can see my little icons next to Leanne's. So it's my page, My Time TV, and the profile. So that's why they're there. I have just put that message that was the website, and that's why they show up there again, because it automatically puts it out. What you'll see is the Stream Elements icon at the back end, because that was the first comment put up automatically by BeLive, because I've got that running on YouTube. Got no idea what it does, I can tell you. Don't know. And so, yeah, that's what that is. And Diane, thank you for tonight. Thank you for being here, because it wouldn't be what it is without having you guys joining in. So I love it. So, and yep, it is the Victor Schoolies weekend. Thanks for letting me know that. I had sort of thought it might have been. So thank you. And Alicia, I'm so sorry that you're here as I'm finishing. But what I'll do for those who haven't been lucky enough to get their individual, here we have the ring. It is that rub that lamp and bring the magic into your life for the next week. We have that cycle, like a ring is the never-ending promise. It is no start, no finish. It's why it's a circlet. It fits on our rings. It can stay with us to remind us at any point in time. And here we even have the assistance of the genie, which it's spirit. It's that realm of the possibilities. It's the wishing, it's the dreams, it's all that we can bring into our life as that energy of positivity. So that's the last card for tonight. But what I do want to show you now, I'm not going to do any prizes, but just have a look at this that BeLive has got for those nights where maybe I might do a lottery. And this is a little lottery jar. Have a look at it. If I'd have had that going whilst the snake was starting around on its journey, each and every one of you would have gone into that jar. If you type something just like, prize or something like that, it leaves the comment, and you should see yourself, your little avatar, going into that jar. So if any of you want to try that, just to put prize or something like that, and we can just see, we can see what it does, because when you do that, it actually then, when you've enough of you have done it, I can actually hit that jar and it gives a prize. It picks a name out of who is in the jar. So I didn't have it started this morning purely because this morning at the start of the show, because I'm not giving a prize, but I did want to show you that ready for next week. And out of those two who are in there, see, when I click the get a winner, one of them is named. So, and that would be the prize winner. So look forward to that for next week. Okay, so we've got lots of different little things that can happen on this show at times. Oh, now I'm gonna hide that because I don't need it. So Yeah, next week I'm expecting to still be able to do next week. The one after I won't be, I think. It's coming up not long away yet now. I've gone past the month mark, so I think it's 3 weeks, or is it 2 weeks? Anyway, I'll be going on holiday. I'm going myself with a girlfriend who asked me to, would I like to go on a holiday to New Zealand? Yeah, okay. And at the time, I didn't have my passport. So that night, as she called me online, I was renewing a passport, going in the next day, getting the photos. And now we've got tickets booked and getting excited. There's lots of things still to just minor details of organising, like 1 or 2 accommodations, I think, is all we've got to go, but the rest of it's pretty much sorted, and then it's just packing and going. That's mid-December, so I won't be doing the Fridays that are closest to that one. So it's a wonderful thing to actually look forward to. I haven't been overseas since 2008, so I'm really looking forward to going. And for each and every one of you, for tonight, have a wonderful weekend, whatever you choose to do, a wonderful week until next Friday night. Otherwise, I'm still going to be here in the morning around, it is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, and that is the general card spread reading. So I love doing it, as you know. So I look forward to seeing you again then too. So there you go. Adam, you made the right decision to leave your job to start. Yes, I'm getting a yes on that. So move forward in confidence. And all of it's going to be a learning curve for you. Okay, so just as quick about that. And Jasbear, whatever the card, that last card with the genie, create it for yourself what your future is. Okay, thank you so much. There you go, lovely. You on full screen. Oh, thank you. That's the view I don't like quite so much, but hey, we're all absolutely perfect in our uniqueness, aren't we? So thank you. Until tomorrow or next week, thank you, and keep being the best you, and namaste. Until then.